Hello, everybody. Today I am making a very quick zine using gouache and very inexpensive oil pastels. And I just wanted to walk you through the process. Now, I know we all have a short attention span, and I did consider speeding up the video, but I would like to invite you to just take 25 minutes out of your day. And maybe you want to work along with me, or maybe you just want to watch the process and how I do this, and just take some time for yourself and do something fun. So I hope you enjoy the video, and here it is. The first thing we do is take our sheet of paper and fold it lengthwise like a hot dog bun. This will divide our paper into two halves. And basically, you want to work with them upside down on one side and right side up on the other side. You'll see as I go through that I'm constantly turning the page upside down and right side up to paint the objects. I'm just doing it that way because I don't want to waste paint. So if I'm already using a color and I want it on both sides of the sheet, then I'll just turn the page and draw the fruit right side up, depending on the orientation of the page. Difficult to explain, but hopefully by watching the video, it will make sense. Now I'm just applying the gouache in a very light wash and trying to create an even distribution of the color throughout the sheet. I think this makes it a little bit more interesting once it's folded into a zine. There's a nice distribution of color throughout the entire piece. Now, I'm not using any references here. I am drawing all of this from memory. And basically, again, applying the gouache in kind of a loose wash, just forming the shapes. This will be the background. And then once everything is dry, you'll see that I will go over everything with the oil pastels. Why did I choose oil pastels? Just because it's summer and I felt like doing something fun. I mean, normally I would use colored pencils, you could use markers, really, you could use anything over gouache, but today I just opted for oil pastels. Okay, now that everything is dry, I'm going to put my paints away and bring out my oil pastels. There's no rhyme or reason to how I make these marks. I really just go with what feels good, and I love to scribble. So there's a lot of scribbling, and we're just winging it. I'm not really trying to make a masterpiece. I am fitting this in between Zoom meetings and just wanted to do something creative. And my go to, if you don't know me by now, it is fruit painted in gouache with some sort of material over the top. So, yeah, just having a play with the oil pastels. I will say these are the inexpensive Pentel oil pastels. I think it's a set of 36 colors. I do have like the Caran d'Ache pastels, which I think are a lot softer and juicier and much more enjoyable personally to use. But I don't mind these Pentel. The only thing I would say about them is that they are more firm, so they don't blend as well. And also, there is kind of a smell to them, which I don't love. But I'm also in a season where I'm just trying to use my materials. So this is what we're working with today. now we get to the fun part. Everything is drawn. So we will take our sheet of paper and fold it like a hamburger bun, short length. In hindsight, this would have been a lot smarter for me to do before applying the oil pastel, but 2020 hindsight. So we fold the paper in half like a hamburger, and then you open it back up and you fold each half back into a half. So that gives you 8 panels total. Then you refold it like a hamburger bun. Take your scissors and cut from the folded edge 1 full panel length. Then you can open it up. You'll begin to see the space in between the sheet. Start to squeeze the edges of the paper together, and then they will ultimately begin to form into a natural book shape. And then you have your zine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's something that you give a try. Maybe share with a friend or a child who would enjoy making one of these themselves. You can do this with any subject matter. I've done them with animals, plants, obviously fruit. You can do objects in your home. Really, the possibilities are endless. So I hope you give it a try. And if you do, let me know. Give me a shout out in the comments. All right. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.